Hello, you're in my basement home. I said my basement home. Bought it for $6,000 a long time back. 900 square foot. Yeah, I know some of you got bathrooms bigger than my home. So be that. This is paid for though. It's paid for. With that in mind though, as simple a life as I live, things are getting more complex. And maybe for you too. You see, the United States government, they just passed and got enacted for 2014 30,000 new laws on the books. 30,000. And that don't count the 500,000 that they already had. Now I asked local authorities and government employees, what are some of the new 30,000 laws that have been enacted this year? And you know, not one of them could name even one new law. And yet, without mercy, because they're ignorant of the law is no excuse, they can put you, fine you, put you in jail or prison for the rest of your life. So it might be kind of concerning that you need to know some information. And since the United States government is turning the United States into a jungle, I said a jungle, then maybe it's time that you start learning what the animals and how they survive in said jungle. Now in the jungle there are prey and predators. Now the predators are like a wolf or a coyote. That's the kind of predators that are out there. Whereas the prey are deer, rabbits, different critters that would be eaten, killed and eaten. And those prey, they have only two options, hide or run. That's the only two options they have. Now there is one critter out there though that can't run, and he ain't good at hiding, and for sure he can't fight a predator. And so what would this prey, how would he defend himself? Well, it's the skunk. I said the skunk. And anything that bothers him, endangers him, or even if they kill him, he'll live long enough to spray them, and they will stink for an awful long time. In the animal world, the predators don't want to stink. In the human world, the predators don't want to stink either. Not publicly. And especially the government that loves to be a bully, but they never want to be seen as a bully, or that they've ever broken any laws. And so with that in mind, you'd be wise to start following some of how the skunk uses and his own stink ability, and start finding out how to make your own government stink. And the individuals or the families of those individuals that are giving you trouble, make them stink. I kid you not. You have to defend yourself as an animal in a jungle. In the human world, perhaps it's not that much different. If you're going to be looking at making a government stink, you need different tools within the human world. It might be just a small tape recorder, which I've run for so many years. Or you might have cameras, or you might even have a camera in your hat like this one, a video camera. There's all sorts of things that you can have for your defense, and you collect everything and you use nothing. You just build up your arsenal of stink, so that if you're pushed too far, you can turn it loose to the media and to a bunch of places at once so that they can't hide it. And then your government will stink beyond what they can imagine. And you make multiple copies and you have them in multiple places so that it will get out. They can't just steal it or burn your house down. Even if they kill you at your death, they will be released by others. You have to be able to defend yourself, because there is also only one law that protects you out of those 530,000. Just one law protects you personally, and that's the lawsuit. And if you get stuff on them, rather than to try to sue for something, you use it as leverage. And I have many leverages in my video collection, I assure you. And you need it if you don't have it right now. And the more you're out, the more chance of collecting that kind of information. Don't get in anybody's face with a camera. Keep it low profile. Video and audio tapes are very important. You need to be able to defend yourself in every possible way, because they're coming after you just as the predator goes after the prey. In the animal world, your government is coming after you. And this is McCook's Mr. Bill saying, if they are coming after Mr. Bill in numerous ways through the years, me, who watch the kids and protect them on the streets, give them free food when they don't have money, Bibles, different things like that, teach them common sense first, and then I teach them a wee bit about religion, and of course that doesn't count that they have rights and freedoms. If they come after me, I bet they'd come after you too. Keep yourself safe. Learn from the skunk and rate this film.